Hello and welcome to another Somerset Real Ale review. Today's beer is from Yeovil Ales in Somerset. It's their Posh IPA. Now, I've had this on cask loads of times and it's a great IPA. It's a 5.4% ABV, bottle condition, gourmet beer. How can you beat that? Yeah, set them up so nicely. I've just realised actually I've had this in the fridge and I let it down flat because I haven't got much room in the fridge at the moment, but I did move it steadily, so hopefully it's okay. It's in a brown 500ml bottle, so the old-fashioned sort of short-necked fat stumpy bottle, but it's 500ml, so anyway. Oh, this bottle opener is normally pretty good, but that has ripped it to shreds, that has. Anyway, who cares about the bottle top? Right, I didn't even see the smoke on the opening then. Missed that. Let's get the pour. Lovely. Golden in colour. And when it settles down, yeah, there's still a bit of a swirling round, sort of nice swirly carbonation on it. No head at all. Well, tiny few bubbles floating on the top, which is like, well, you can hardly see, it's just about white, but I mean, there's nothing there. Unbelievable. Yeah, for bottle condition, I thought there'd be a bit of a head on it, but I don't tend to stir my beers up very much when I'm pouring them. Perhaps I should, I don't know. Anyway, let's get the nose. Oh, yes. Now you really get a good hit of. I'm not sure whether it's Cascade. It's reasonably citrusy. Nice sort of sweet sort of hops in there, but smelling very inviting. Tiny bit of malt maybe, but that smells very inviting. I'm going to dig in. Cheers. Oh yes. Initially, you get the carbonation forcing a sweet sensation into your tongue, followed by a bit of bitterness which surrounds your tongue, which is still going on now, followed by even more hoppy flavours. I won't go so far as bready, but definitely a yeasty action going on in there. Now, I have sessioned this ale before, and it has ended quite badly because at 5.4%, honestly, you don't realise it's 5.4%. It's light to medium bodied mouthfeel on it, but it's so moreish. That's the thing with it. I mean, it's a real. I've chilled this down, like I said, I had it in the fridge. Pardon me. I chilled this down, and it's really sessionable for even the summer, or in the winter, perhaps a bit warmer, maybe 12 degrees. And it's just a good, well flavoured ale. God, this cold's really doing my head in now. I'm trying to think of something I can compare it to. No, I can't think of anything to compare it to really. It's just it's a very good IPA. The Brewdog Punk IPA is a little bit smoother. This is got a little bit more bite in it, a little bit more flavour. But that is such a good beer. Right, it's bottle conditioned. If you don't know what bottle conditioned is, the brewer puts a bit of yeast in the bottom of the bottle to give a bit more flavour and a bit more carbonation. Basically, it's to make it a bit more like what you would have on cask, which is amazing. A lot of people say to me, oh, I don't like bottled beer, it doesn't taste the same as it does in the pubs. So I say to them, get a bottle of bottle conditioned beer and you will change your mind. And they very often do. Some of them won't have it and they go like, no, they don't believe me. But anyway, what I like to do, I mean, they do recommend usually to leave the sediment in the bottom of the bottle. Well, I like to taste that sediment, so I'm going to give it a good swill around and chuck it on in there and see what happens. Now there's quite a lot of bits, chunks floating around in there now, which is not ideally what I wanted, but whilst I read the bottle to you, that should settle. But you should hopefully get a little flavour. I don't know whether you can see in the bottom there's a little bit left right in the centre of the bottle. But we've got a fair bit of it out anyway. Posh IPA is a genuine gourmet Indian pale ale of uncompromising quality. Pale with body and mouthfeel, its strength is balanced by a truly fruity, late hopped finish. Yes, it is. It absolutely is. Crafted by award-winning brewers of finely balanced English beers for enthusiasts. Yeovil Ales Brewery, Yeovil, Somerset. www.yeovilales.com, www.realbeerathome.co.uk. I'm going to look that up. I don't know that site, I'm going to look that up. Bottle condition, pour carefully, leave the natural live yeast sediment in the bottle. Choice, I think. But that's a lovely bottle, that. Lovely label on there. Quite what Yeovil has to do with the sea, I don't know, because it's not very close to the sea, but I like the beer, so I don't care. It's a great name, it's a great bottle, great beer, who cares what I mean? But I like that Yeovil. It's got the green and white checkers there. Well, green and white is the colours of the Glovers, Yeovil Town Football Club, in which I'm a sort of supporter of, although I'm not really into football, but it's my local nearest team. But yeah, I like that. I like the fact that it's got the Yeovil Town colours on there. That's fantastic. That is a really good beer. I like that. Like I say, I've had it plenty of times on cask, and it's nice to just finally have it in the bottle. Let's have another. Yeah, I mean this aroma's the same. Yeah, no, that's just. Also, if you pour the sediment into if it's got sediment in the bottle, it sort of kills the carbonation, so that, the beer has to work a bit more. I think that's a lot of the time why they say don't do it, but in this case I think the beer is good enough. You can certainly taste the flavours. It's a very good IPA. It's not an American style IPA. I won't go as far as that, but it is a really nice IPA. That I mean, like I say, I can drink that all night, but it doesn't do any favours because you do end up getting jarred. But you want more. I think 2 or 3, to keep you in your limits. You'll probably want a 4th, but it's a good beer. That is going to be an 8.5 out of 10 for me because I really like that, and I want another one. Thanks for watching, and hope you join me again for another review, and I'll see you next time. Cheers.